something I never thought I'd say is Lil Tay has returned to the internet, and with her return, she's gotten into a bit of a feud with Twomad of all people. Lil Tay would start her very controversial career in 2018 at the age of 9. She quickly gained attention due to her boasts about wealth, which garnered her a very substantial following on platforms like Instagram and YouTube. However, in mid-2018, her brother and mother would appear to get exposed for exploiting her. She would then disappear from the internet for many years, with only whispers and the occasional rumors popping up. At some point, her brother would return to Lil Tay's Instagram to reveal that she'd been taken by her abusive father, Chris Hope. Not much was really known about the fate of Lil Tay and if she was okay or not. That was until August of 2023, where it would be revealed on her Instagram page that Lil Tay and her brother had passed away. However, shortly after this supposed death, her old manager would release a Lil Tay crypto coin, which made people very suspicious, and many thought this was a publicity stunt. That's when Tay herself would pretty much confirm this. When she revealed that she was not in fact dead in interviews with journalists, she basically claimed that her manager and her father were the ones behind this faking of her death. In that same month, her mother, Angela Tian, won the $275,000 custody battle for Lil Tay that had been raging since 2018. On the other hand, Twomad would build his career off of his wacky sense of humor. He would quickly take the internet by storm and go insanely viral. He'd then begin to collab with a wide range of other very successful creators. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Twomad would create one of his most well-known video series, where his fans would help him prank their Zoom classes. Everything seemed on the up and up for Twomad. However, like all good things, Twomad's career and reputation has recently taken a downward spiral. As Twomad would get into controversy over some of his tweets, Twomad had begun to post very sporadically, and we wouldn't know until later why. Twomad would make a joke insinuating that a 16-year-old trans girl by the name of Brianna Gay was his new girlfriend. This would cause many people to become outraged with Twomad because not only was she a minor, but she had recently been murdered. Twomad would pretend to not know who she was and that he just found her picture on Twitter and thought she was cute. Now, instead of owning up to his mistake and apologizing, instead Twomad would double down. He'd begin spamming his timeline with incomprehensible ramblings and attacking anyone criticizing him, claiming that he was being canceled. Later, a user by the name of Goldabelle would reveal that he'd been messaging her incessantly for months, pretty much stalking her. She would then claim that Twomad had sexually assaulted her. Ex-friend of Twomad's Jameski, who had a falling out with Twomad in 2019 over alleged manipulative and lying behavior, would back up Goldabelle and even help her with her legal fees. She would then get a restraining order against Twomad, to which Twomad would immediately violate, claiming he'd already won their court case despite it being rescheduled. Twomad had attempted to prove his innocence by uploading an incoherent video of ramblings titled, "Boys Will Be Boys." This obviously doesn't give Twomad the best of looks. However, I must stress that as of yet, these are still just allegations, and so I'd advise not making any sort of judgments on anyone's guilt until more of the facts are presented. Anyway, Lil Tay would recently return to the internet. She'd go live on Instagram to reveal the reason as to why she'd been gone, claiming that her father, Chris Hope, had been abusive towards her, as well as clearing up some misconceptions about her. As she made her return, she'd release a new music video that absolutely captivated the internet, and Twomad, seeing all this attention that Tay had gotten, made him jealous. Lil Tay would then, quote, tweet Twomad, claiming he was a pedo and was using her name for clout. Twomad's response to this was to post an article from years ago where Lil Tay apologized for her usage of the N-word. Tay would once again respond to Twomad, bringing up one of his insane Twitter posts where he claimed to like children. Since then, many people are claiming that this Lil Tay Twitter account is actually an impersonator and in fact not Lil Tay. However, this hasn't been confirmed, but one thing is for sure. Lil Tay, real or not, absolutely cooked Twomad. As I was making this video, the owner of the Lil Tay account has admitted that they were in fact not Lil Tay and were impersonating her the entire time. I guess that means that Lil Tay did not in fact beef with Twomad. Instead, Twomad beefed with a random person and still got completely cooked. Anyway, as I said in my previous video, I'm fairly new to making this type of content. So if you have enjoyed, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as well as anything else you want me to cover in the future.